Welcome back. Over the last several years of the ride-hailing, ride-sharing industry, a number of startups have come and gone that attempted to offer parents some sort of transportation alternative to hauling their kids to and from school in various sports and other extracurricular activities. In Spokane, Washington, a ride-hailing service actually started by three mothers with school-age kids is attempting to cross that divide.
It's called HopSkipDrive, a service dedicated to driving kids to school. I need to go to work for them.
I saw their pay.
$32 an hour.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Yeah, let me be plain here. No, see, I need to. Did $32 an hour. Here's the thing. We've talked about over the years different apps that rose up to compete against Uber and Lyft, women-specific, kid-specific, all sorts of stuff. And, this is not a first time for us talking about it. What makes this one, I think, really awesome is that three mothers started it. And I did a little research. So I want to talk about the company first and then talk about the deal they got with the school system, which I also think is very neat and cool because they're looking, while they'll roll it out to everybody, they're going after several disadvantaged groups to start with that I thought was awesome. What started as a struggle of three working moms trying to get their busy kids to and from school and all their activities more than 5 years ago has grown into a proven transportation solution that helps schools, families, organizations, and government agencies give kids easier access to opportunities they deserve. Three mothers. Our mom DNA laid the foundation of extensive safety measures and attention to detail. We added technology and logistics to build a robust system that enables a seamless network of thousands of attentive, what they call care drivers. Together, this is the engine that powers a unique, proven solution for some of the largest school districts and social service agencies in the nation. Let me talk a little bit more about Hop, Skip, Jump. Their core values. Number one, safety is everything. We leave no stone unturned. We think of every possibility, and we do all that we can to protect the children and care drivers at the heart of Hop, Skip, Drive. Feel it. Empathy is the essence of our business. We are courageous enough to feel the fears, the stress, and the worries of others, and we show up to empower and help them so that we can share in celebrating their joys, their laughs, and their successes. Own it. We are trustworthy, authentic, and accountable. We don't just show up. We engage fully and wholeheartedly in all we do to create opportunities for the kids, families, schools, and care drivers. We are here for our team and our partners. And that's just some of it. So let me talk about what it would take. Yeah, you heard us talk about what they pay. Yeah, let me help you. Not so fast. Even though they call it, quote, Uber for school children, that's really not doing Hop, Skip, Drive justice. The app matches schools and families, and may I underline, highly vetted drivers called care drivers. Drivers are also put through a rigorous 15-point driver certification process and have 5 years of caregiving experience, which means if you ain't even got that, you're not even eligible. Don't care how great a person you are. It just opens up a whole nother avenue for the parents to coordinate getting their kids to and from school without them actually having to do the driving. Here's the part that I thought was really, really cool. Right now, the Spokane Public Schools is deciding which students are eligible for the service, including students with special needs, those experiencing homelessness, and students in the foster care system. These are some of the first kids that will benefit from this service. And I thought that was the coolest thing I ever heard.
Absolutely.
And it really touched me. Students with special needs, those experiencing homelessness, and students in the foster care system, the kids and the parents that would have the most challenge and the highest barriers getting their kids to a situation of education, extracurricular activities, and all the things that could affect their lives because they didn't have access to transportation. That mobility was a barrier to their educational success, their emotional stability, but yet this is where they're at. Kudos to the school system. Kudos to the app. That really struck me. Rides are scheduled in advance and are tracked by GPS from pickup to drop-off. Drivers wear bright orange shirts and have stickers on their cars. Students have a code word only they know to be sure they have the right driver. The child knows that a word that they have come up with their caregiver, that their schools, and this is the right driver. The driver will ask another question to make sure they have the right student. So it's a two-factor authentication system, which does make it slightly different thing from being Uber or Lyft, which is more of a convenience for getting around town. And this is the point they make. These are your children, the most precious commodities. Now, for their part, the Spokane Public Schools says the service will save the district money and help address transportation demands amid COVID-19 restrictions and a nationwide bus driver shortage. Particularly, they were talking about high school, and with the use of this in those cases, they'll be able to use those buses for other transportation needs to get our high school students to and from school, so that it will open up that bus for that to happen. Which I thought, again, people are thinking. We mentioned that right now the service is only open to certain students, but HopSkipDrive hopes to be available to all students sometime later this spring. What I like about this is these folks ain't playing. They understand that the safety is tantamount. So one, if you want excellent people, pay them well. Mm-hmm. Two, because you pay them well, you can set extremely high standards. Makes sense. Three, because you've done that, then you can provide a service that will gain trust, knowing that trust in something like this is everything, particularly with the at-risk students they are talking about reaching out to first. They're the ones that got the highest barriers to trust. If you win them over and you do well there, I mean, sky's the limit.
Yeah, they saw a need, and this is something we talk about too quite often, about people that can't get around, can't afford to get around, or it's hard for them to get around, and how that becomes an obstacle in their lives, and they're coming to it.
And there's a bunch of dominoes that fall when that happens.
And shout out to the 2 women that founded it.
Three. That founded it. Yeah, it's awesome. When we return, we